Welcome back to another episode of our HVAC Business Audit. So, if you guys have been following along to so far, we've given out some great tips. We're going to give out even more tips and dive in a little bit deeper into some of these things. Today, we have a business that's already pretty well off in their local area. And so, we're going to dive in just a little bit deeper past the surface details that we've given so far. So, if you guys have not submitted your business in to be audited on this series that we're doing right here, I highly recommend you go ahead and submit your business. The worst thing that can happen is I tell you that there's not much that you can do, and so what you have right now is what you get. But in all reality, there's like only 1% of the entire HVAC industry is pretty well off, and it's because they've paid buku's amount of money to get where they are currently. So everybody can find something from these videos that will dramatically affect their bottom line. The entire key here is just to get more local calls from customers in your area. Once you get a new customer in, it is your job to do them right. It is your job to make sure that the customer is treated properly and make sure that you actually deal with the customer's needs so that you can get even more customers from this. But what we're talking about is purely organic traffic, meaning you didn't pay a dime for advertising, you didn't pay for leads coming in, any of that stuff. What we're doing is setting up your business to get free customers coming to your business every single day. So today, we're jumping into another Pennsylvania business. This one's closer to Pittsburgh. So we're going to Harrison City today to a friend of mine, Mike, and we're going to go over and check out and see everything that he's done. He's spent a lot of effort making sure that his business is seen by his local customers. And so let's just dive right in and let's start looking at what he's done and how he can make it just a little bit better to work and get even more profit coming into his business. So jump on in. All right, so I've already got it set up. I've already ran a search for his exact business name. And what that does is like we've done before, is it pulls up, not only does it pull up his Google business profile, but it will also pull up any of his local backlinks and stuff that he has. So it already is a little concerning. We got Donahue's in here. We've got Pleasant Hill, Jeff Sorick, Heat and Cooling. Let me see what kind of local backlinks we got. Okay, we got Nextdoor, we got Better Business Bureau, Air Experts, Awesome, MapQuest, LinkedIn, Better Business Bureau again, Facebook, maybe that's him. No, Edmond, Oklahoma, that's not you. Washington, D.C. Okay, so we need to definitely work on getting some more local backlinks. Local backlinks will be highly beneficial to you, and you can just run a search for something. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do it here. So I'm already set up, I believe. See, where did I set? So I'm in Irwin right now, which is the location of one of his things. So Bird Eye here is actually one of the good areas. I shouldn't have ran a search for local backlinks, but I'll check and see if we can find some anyway. That wasn't the proper. So what we actually need to run is business directories. Hear me, or something like that. Business directories altogether will work good. But you also want to look up and find some that are near you. So Pittsburgh Business Directory might get on this one for sure. I'm not sure if 412area.com, but that looks like business directory of Pittsburgh. Need to get on that one. Get on Enigma. So all these listings here, a lot of these are very good. So for you to have. So then we can also go into HVAC business directories, see if anything comes up there. You need to be in the ACCA. Most HVAC businesses should be in there. If you can get in ACHR, sorry, that magazine that comes out to you guys, it's a good idea. Uh, Biz buy sell. No. Anyway, get into as many of these directories as you can. Okay. That will just further solidify that you are the authority in the space. Basically, it tells Google that you are the main guy because you have all these backlinks going pointing to your business. Basically. All right. So let's just jump right in. So these right here are his three business location. So he's got one in Greensburg, he's got one in Irwin, and then his main one is in Harrison City, Pennsylvania. Okay. I'm going to quickly brush over these, but in order to do that, this time I'm actually going to run a search because I know some of his were ranking pretty good. So right now we're in Irwin. Okay. We're in Irwin, Pennsylvania. He has a location in Irwin. Currently, it's one of his backup locations. We're just going to run furnace repair companies near me. Run down here, heating and air experts. He's ranked number 2 over here, and that's not even his Irwin one. So that kind of goes to show you that honestly, if you just ran one and just spent all of your efforts towards making sure that this one is badass, that it would actually encompass your entire area. So have a second location. Um, just making sure that your one location is freaking decked out will go a long ways. Now, both with that being said, both of his are actually listed up here, ranked pretty good. So he does have one in the top 3, and then his other location is in 4th place. So I'm still doing pretty good, and you could still definitely get some calls. But what you'll want to do is you'll want to change your images out so that it doesn't look like you're the same business. Even though you are the same business, just if somebody comes up and sees this one, they didn't click on this one, why would they click on the other one that looks identical? You know what I mean? So if you wanted to change out some of your images and stuff, that would be great. Anyway, to jump right in, we're going to jump right into the heating and air experts, his main one, which has 118 reviews, which is freaking awesome. Mike, good job. Great job getting those reviews. But we'll just jump in real quick. Really appreciate the business. Okay, great review. Thank you. Wow, man. So here we need to embellish a little bit. So expand your wording and also try to include any local keywords or your industry keywords like furnace repair services, heating services, stuff like that. So thank you very much for choosing us for your furnace repair in whether it be Irwin or wherever, just so that you can kind of hit those location keywords, you can kind of hit those industry keywords while you're thanking them for their business. Okay. We'll look through that. You're looking good so far. Let me just make sure. Let's see. We do have a 1-star review, it looks like. So let's go for lowest rating reviews. We'll just look. So to be honest with you, a negative review can be one of the best ways to get customers into your business because the negative review, everybody has negative reviews. But when somebody reads your response to a negative review, that could push them over the top if you do it right. And so, what I would like you to do is actually go in there and instead of saying, like, well, it was your fault because you did this, and there's all these things that you should have done differently, and it's not my business's fault, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to make your review go any better. It's not going to shine a light on your business at all, really. So, what would be better to do would be to go in there and be something like, I apologize for the whatever issues you may have had with our service. It is non-typical of our business here. Please give us a call at our office. We want to make this right with you. Okay. Even though, yes, I know that customer is a D-bag. Yes, I know that they left a bad review literally because you did every single thing right and they're just that kind of a person. They think that they can get something for free, and I realize how that is, but you need to realize the long-term implications of your actions on this one. So yes, setting the record straight makes you feel better, makes you think that people understand your side of the story. And where that might be the case for a couple of scenarios, most of the time, if you just handle this in a highly professional manner, you try to tell them to take it in-house and you'll make it right with them, however that is. Um, Now, once they actually give you a call, then you can try to have that conversation and be like, well, this was the problem because of this. And you can try to have an adult conversation over the phone, not in public view. Okay. This is not the place to try to dispute any sort of um, wrongdoing or any of that stuff. This is a place to where you're basically showing any potential future customers exactly how you handle business. And if you fuck it up, if you get it wrong, if you mess up in your business, you will 100% make it right. And so this just gives customers the feeling of, I should definitely use this guy because even if I have the experience that I had with that other company, he has shown right here that he is going to go out of his way to make sure that the experience turns out good. And so they'll go with your business literally just because you made it right with the previous guy or the perception that you made it right with the previous guy. Anyway, we'll get off of that. Um, yeah, just try not to even have very much of a conversation or trying to explain your side on any of these negative reviews. Don't even go in, don't waste your breath trying to explain your side. It's not going to change the negative review. It's just going to further make your business not look as good. Like I said, 1-star reviews can actually be like the number one getter of new customers for your business if you handle them properly. Okay. Updates, we're doing good. All right. Upgrade your comfort with a new furnace. Perfect. We've got furnace in there, Ream furnace for homeowner, the side of the word, blah, 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 blah. Awesome. I love it. I can tell that you use Chat GPT. Tell Chat GPT to tone down on the emojis here. And honestly, Google doesn't like this, so don't do that. Just put the call now button down here. So don't put your phone number in your updates. For one, Google will kick those out. I realize that it's done in emojis, and that's why it wasn't caught. But it's pointless because you have a call now button. So if you just put a call to action saying, click the link below to give us a call now, something like that, it'd be a little bit better for you. Whoops, I didn't mean to give you a call there, Mike. Anyway, all right, we're gonna jump out of here. Looking at your pictures, you got great pictures. I love it. Throwing your logo in on them periodically, like when you do the install and stuff. That's amazing. I love to see that. Great side by side there of the outdoor and the indoor. Not sure why you have a train in here when you're a ream dealer, but I'll disregard. So let me go ahead and jump over to your website real quick. Um, I've already told you about this, but I don't like to see the social icons this high up. It just gives your customers. So right now, what have your customers done? So they see the heating and air conditioning experts. You've got no call to action that told them anything that they should do, right? So other than the call us now for fast service button over here, the only thing that you've shown them is ways to leave your website. So it's great that it opens in another tab. That's how they should be, but still you've got the customer over here roaming on in other areas. And then kids might yell in the background. And so they just exit right out, never come back to your service, any of that stuff. All because you rabbit hold them. Okay. So throw these more towards the footer. Google will still recognize all these links, and you're going to be putting these links inside your Google business profile anyway. So that is a moot point here. Okay. I don't like how there's no, I don't know what you would even consider this section. It's like above the header somehow. So here's your main menu that's below that. You really need to have a call to action and stuff. The very first thing that they see without them having to scroll at all, it needs to have a call to action. Okay. So call today. We're ready to help now. Not the best because you're not telling Google anything. So you need to be hammering in your industry keywords in these main things. So you do have HVAC services in Harrison City, Pennsylvania. That's great if people in your area actually search for HVAC services. That's great. Most places they strictly go like heating or cooling or things like that, furnace. Even when it's a stinking heat pump, they'll still call it a furnace in my area. So whatever your people say for the season is what we'll want to have this as. Now, this could be a whole lot worse. This is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to dispute that at all. Same thing with the button that I've said on previous videos. If you can throw in some more industry keywords in here, call now for furnace repair, something like that. Other areas we service, good, good, good. Okay. Looks, I'll scroll, scroll, scroll. What else we got in here? All right. That's it. Okay. So oh, here it is. Never mind. I was about to tell you to actually put this on here. Now, one of the questions I'll have as to whether this is done properly, to where you could see it when you are on your mobile. So sometimes these will go. Uh, so sometimes these won't populate properly on a mobile, and so you do have to tell the internet to um, basically resize it for mobile. So I'm going to go over there and check real quick and see how it looks. Do-do-do. All right, good, good. Looks good to me. So yeah, perfect. Awesome, man. So that looks great. I'm not going to lie. Hammering some more of your industry keywords, your seasonal industry keywords is a huge, huge must. So all your furnace repair questions, all that kind of thing. I'm going to go ahead and actually let me go back to your website. I'm going to go ahead and dive in a little bit deeper on yours to see if I can find some stuff that we can make better. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to go over, and it's at Rich Results Test. This is put on by Google. It's completely free. This will show me if you have all the coding in the background to tell Google the proper things. And so we'll look in here real quick and make sure that you have your local schema set up properly for your website. And like I said, that's basically just pointing to Google that all your stuff is accurate. 20 valid, that's quite a bit. I don't know why you have 20 review snippets. Okay. So the local businesses is the local schema is what we're focused on for HVAC businesses. Okay. So everything is about local schema. All right. Let me go ahead and view that. I'm going to scoot myself over a little bit just so I can look and see. That's the HTML. Let's see here. Air conditioning experts. So you have, so one of the things is your name is a little bit different on all of them. Okay, so you have the heating and air conditioning experts, you have the heating and air experts. Try to make sure that they're all exactly the same as you would have like on your Facebook and stuff. So you have the heating and air experts. Um, Maybe drop the conditioning portion off of some of them. So we got reviews on here. Sorry, I was talking and did not get a good look. Okay, price range, you've got the low tier. Okay, professional service. I feel like that should be changed to like heating contractor. We'll go down a little bit further. We got a bunch of reviews in there. That's it. Okay, so we do need to put some more stuff in your local schema. Actually, let me go look and see. You've got so many of these. Okay, so we do have HVAC business. I need to separate that. URL is same as. So here's also where you'll do same as Yelp, same as all the other locations that you have. You'll also want. So we've got. Sorry about putting your email up here. Let's see. Okay, good. We do have your image. We got two. Okay, this one's looking a lot better. So I'm not sure what the other one's going to. Why you have so many of them. We're in Harrison City. You'll want to put your lat longs in here. Oh, that's kind of lat longs. Oh, wait, there it is. We got lat longs up here. So geo coordinates. Okay. All right. Yep, that looks pretty good. Honestly, you got pretty good on your rich results there, which basically, like I said, is what Google looks at. So I did see also up in here that on your title tag up here, you do have Harrison City, Pennsylvania, which is great. Everybody does need to go ahead and try to put your industry keyword mixed with your location keyword just right there in your title tag. Okay. And that's great. And then you do have a fav icon too. And that's that's awesome news. So honestly, you're pretty well set off here, Mike. You're doing great. Just keep up and keep doing what you're doing. Add some industry keywords to your reviews, and just continue to modify your website for the seasonal changes, for the seasonal searches that are going to be going on. One of the things that I also didn't mention is you are currently listed as an HVAC contractor, which, don't get me wrong, is great. But we typically like to take a seasonal approach on our primary category. And so we switch out our primary category according to what people are searching for. So currently, my guys are running on heating contractor and furnace repair service. We're kind of doing a side-by-side comparison right now, trying to figure out which way is better to go with that. So far, they're kind of neck and neck. Both of them seem to work the same. Both of them seem to increase all of our heating related searches and list us higher on Google during those kind of searches. Here, as soon as it starts warming back up, now not when it gets hot. When it gets hot, you're too late. So when it starts going back up into the 50s and 60s after the winter is over, then that's when we'll start switching over into the cooling. We'll try to have at least a 1 month period in there to switch over everything to tell Google that we're actually an air conditioning company. We're a cooling company now. No longer dealing with heating. You'll still get the heating searches because you hit it so hard. Just now you'll start emphasizing all the air conditioning searches. That's pretty much our main tips. You're doing great out there, Mike. Just keep going. If you have any questions, give me a holler. You know where to find me. I'm DMing this guy constantly. Him and I are going back and forth talking. So hit me up with any questions if you have any issues or anything like that, or any questions regarding any of the stuff that I've gone over today. And I'll continue to go in even more in depth with you on our personal time. But anyway, if you guys like the video, if you enjoyed this series, if you're getting some value out of this series, please come over here and subscribe. And if you'd like, if this is your first time, go ahead and watch our previous episode that will be listed right up here. We'll see you next time.